My name is Barb Adwell-Palker, and I'll be sharing with you today the results of my MarkStrat simulation that I completed as part of marketing management this summer. This presentation outlines the successes and failures of Magneto Industries, the fictitious company that I led over the course of this class, in which we marketed the product Sonites to a group of end customers. So the agenda that I'm going to be sharing with you today is going to be a brief overview of my firm. I'll be sharing about the firm's performance, as well as the performance in the different customer segments that we marketed to, and be looking at an overview of the financial data. I will then at that point switch gears and spend the majority of this presentation on the segmentation and targeting that we did as part of the class, and also look at the marketing mix. This means the product, the price, the place, and the promotion of the marketing that we did for the products that I marketed to my consumer segments. And lastly, I'll round this out, and I really think it makes the most sense to save the lessons learned until the end so I can walk you through the thought process that I got to arrive at those lessons learned. So first, let's look at Magneto Industry and the overview for the firm. So this firm operated for 6 periods to date, and for this firm we produce Sonites, which are really, I think of them as iPhones or iPads or some sort of electronic device that we're marketing to our end customers. Initially, we started with targeting all of the consumer segments. Well, we quickly learned that, or rather I quickly learned that I didn't have the finances to do this or the marketing capabilities to really tackle that many consumer segments. So I thought it made the most sense to target one brand, which you see on the left-hand side of the slide, to one consumer segment, which I'm sharing about on the right-hand side of the slide. So if we targeted these 3 core brands. The Move product, or the Move brand, we targeted to the Explorer segment. They're really looking for a mid-price product. They're pretty price sensitive. They prefer high-performance products over convenience. Secondly, I targeted the Most product, or the Most brand, to the shopper segments. As their name indicates, they like to shop, and they're really looking for a value for money product. So they're looking for a mid-price product that comes with a number of higher features to make them feel like it's really worth it to buy the product. And then lastly, my company sold the product More, and this product was targeting the saver segment. They want a low performance product, average convenience, and they're cautious to spend money, but there's a lot of customers in this consumer segment, so it's important that we go after them. So how did my company do overall? Well, for firm performance, we started out a little weak, and some of the other competitors quickly latched on and gained those consumer segments, and so had a little difficulty recovering. But as you can start to see by the 6th period, we're starting to come back around, but unfortunately the class is already over, so I'm not going to be able to show the performance that I'd like to demonstrate. We did add another product to better diversify so that we could go after 3 consumer segments instead of 2, and overall we finished 5th in the group of the six competitors in my group. So for brand performance, most started out strong, but they faced a little bit of tough competition. Overall, they were the strongest product. More was introduced in the 2nd period, and it started to grow in the low-price market, but didn't have the brand awareness that perhaps we needed to make it as strong as it could be. It's still growing in the 6th period and getting even stronger. And then Move was a relatively weak product. It was poorly placed. I considered phasing it out, but instead I opted to introduce R&D and improve the product and go after the Explorer segment with it. From a segment perspective, in the 6th period, the Most product, which we targeted to shoppers, it finished 2nd in that market segment. The More product finished 2nd in the Saver segment. And the Move product actually finished 1st in the Explorer segment. So even though I came in 5th overall from a competition standpoint, we really had the opportunity